Export-import practical. Learn from real entrepreneurs. Topic: Export marketing. Step-by-step system to get export orders. In this video, we show you how you can build your own export marketing plan, step by step. We explain why this is important for your business. We also show what are the differences between domestic marketing and export marketing. In easy terms, export marketing is all about how to find international buyers and clients for your export goods. Domestic marketing is all about finding clients in your country or even in your hometown or village. Domestic marketing includes resources, actions and strategies, which entrepreneur uses domestically, to make sure who are the clients, what do they want, what are the market prices for the goods, and how to sell them. After research, you have an overview of the market situation, about your clients, competitors, selling channels. Next step is to plan your marketing strategies and tactics properly, to get maximum result with optimal costs. What is export marketing? Export marketing includes the resources, activities, strategies what the export company is pursuing internationally to acquire clients and successfully sell exported goods to foreign markets. In export marketing, many new aspects need to consider, because exporting company is operating in the unknown environment. Let's now look how to do export marketing and set your strategies to build your marketing plan. Export market research for export marketing strategies. Step 1. Define your business and its position. The following exercise is also very helpful if you do business locally only. We assume that you already know what kind of product you are exporting or importing. If you know who exactly is your customer, why she or he purchase your goods, then you can create a marketing message accordingly, and this will raise your sales. But what if your customer is another company? With companies, it is much easier. All companies want to make more money and save costs. So, your product is either something they need in their production in order to create their own products, or your product is something that can save their costs, raise efficiency, or is a combination of both, no more choices. If you are selling to companies, then pricing factor is more important compared to private consumers. Step 2. Select 2 or 3 possible markets for your products. To succeed in exporting, you must first identify the most profitable international markets for your products or services. Without proper guidance and assistance, this process can be time-consuming and costly, particularly for small businesses. We would suggest selecting 2 to 3 foreign markets. Those few markets you need to analyze further. How to approach for this? How to select those 2 to 3 countries? You need to do research. In export-import business, huge market size doesn't mean that you could get higher profits from there. Profit margin depends a lot on the selling price, but the selling price depends on about the supply and demand relation. If in some country, the demand is huge and increasing but supply is low or even decreasing, then this means that prices there must go up and so do the profits. Step 3. Export market research. Analyze selected target countries. Sometimes, online research is not enough, especially if you need very specific information about the target country. In this case, you have following options. Make friends in those target countries, let your local friend help you get the information you need. Use the services of international research companies. Hire a freelancer to do the market research. The first and the last options are most affordable for you. I would suggest start making friends in foreign countries first. If you need to get the data quickly, then freelancer platforms would be good place where to start. Look the screenshot following. In export market research, you should collect information for each before selected countries about the following aspects. 1. What are the customs formalities and duties in those countries regarding your products? We would suggest creating an Excel worksheet for each of the selected countries and collect data there. You as an Indian or some other country exporter need to be aware of the all requirements Formalities and import duties in the country where you plan to export. Formalities and requirements need to be met, otherwise you can't pass the importing country customs duties, taxes, and other fees will impact the selling price in that country. All duties, formalities, requirements are being determined by internationally standardized names and numbers for all the goods in import-export trade, the HS code. Every product has its own HS code. All the European countries have the same rules for the goods from the third countries. Non-EU countries have different rules. Rules in China and Netherlands are very different. Best way to make all clear is to contact your selected freight forwarder or customs agent and ask from him. We would suggest selecting one service provider from where you can get all needed services, custom, freight, transport. 2. What are the transport costs by sea, by air to those possible export countries from your country? Using the previous international companies, you can make sure the air freights, shipping freights and also local transport if necessary. Different sized cargo has different shipping cost. Transport costs are important to know in export marketing. These need to be taken into account if planning your pricing strategy for our export business. 3. Make sure how your product reached to the end consumer and what are prices. After you know the requirements and costs for sending the goods to the potential export market, you should make sure how that product finally reaches to the final consumer, how the goods are moving in that market. You can refer to this easy supply chain or distribution scheme, how goods may be moving in a foreign country from direct importers to the end consumers. When understand the mechanism, how goods are being distributed in the foreign country to where you want to export, then this gives you a big advantage. All this can be made sure only through export market analysis. Foreign markets today are all different. Structure of the distribution network depends on a country development level. Different products will be distributed also differently. Note the X and Y coordinates. As you see, the closer you move to the end consumer, the higher the selling prices will be, but the lower is the volume you can sell. In your export market research phase, remember the aspects. Make sure who are the main players there who directly import your products. Find out the prices what direct importers are paying and how the price is changing during the distribution chain. Also, make sure what kinds of operation they are doing during the supply chain. Make sure, as much you can, what are the volumes being sold in those countries, different cities by different players during the distribution network. 4. Analyze competition in those foreign markets. Exporting company need to handle two kinds of competition. Local competition in the foreign markets and competitions by other exporters from your country. Search what are some of the other companies in your country who are exporting the same products to the same target countries. Find them online and analyze their website, their selling prices, strategies. What kind of export marketing channels? 5. Make sure expenses if establishing a company and operate a business in those foreign markets. If you have an established company and you have more resources, then you can consider opening a foreign company. In this case, you should analyze also a foreign market business, legal, tax environments. Make sure how much it costs to open a company there, how high are salaries, how expensive is rent if you want to rent office or warehouse there. 6. Make conclusions, analyze and make decisions. Compare to data, what the selling prices for your product in each of those selected counties, in a different part of supply chain. The possible volumes being sold in different countries, market potential, competition, their strengths and weaknesses. How high is the shipping costs if you send goods to those different countries? What are the import requirements if you want to send goods to those countries? The main marketing channels what foreign importers and other players are using. Export marketing strategies for export marketing plan. There are 3 traditional ways how to enter to the foreign markets. Your lesson is to consider all of them and choose the best ones what you are going to use in your export business. 1. Direct exporting. You as an exporter will get an export order from foreign country importers and you are exporting directly to them. The export-import company needs to be aware of how to reach to the importers who are importing your products. You need to know the marketing channels and tactics. Based on the research, you know the structure of the supply chain in the export country, and you should also know how they are looking for new suppliers. 2. Direct exporting through export-import agents, sourcing agents. As a direct exporter, you will approach the foreign country importing agents first. Foreign country importing sourcing agent is presenting local importers and making a commission fee when they bring good deals to the companies whom they are representing. If the country to where you want to export has a lot of agents and they are common players in the supply chain, then finding the agents may be a good idea. You need to know how to reach to these agents. 3. Entering the foreign market through the established foreign company. The exporter can establish a local company in the target market. A local partner is essential. The entrepreneur must have a considerable amount of free funds to invest. This option is suitable for the already long-time established companies. 4. Exporting through online shop. This allows small entrepreneurs to expand their business and export globally with very small costs. However, this option is usable when you are exporting something that is light and small and a buyer is a private person. 5. Pricing strategy for export market. Based on the export market research and analysis, you should know the price of the products that you plan to export. To get export orders and market share quickly is to offer your products with 10 to 20% lower price what the buyers or importers are currently getting. 6. Export marketing channels and message. If you have decided your target export country, even better when you decided the right city, right entry strategy, right pricing, then it is time to decide what kinds of marketing channels you are focusing on. You know to whom you are going to approach, who is your buyer. Also based on the research, you should know of which marketing channels your prospects are looking at their suppliers. Through those you should send your messages. 7. Traditional export marketing channels. Here are such traditional channels like export-import trade fairs, chambers of commerce, business visits, old-fashioned import-export discovery trips to the export country, to meet potential partners. Printed media in foreign country newspapers, magazines, the ones your prospects are reading. Using the services of local sourcing agent. 8. Export marketing messages, presentations, brochures. If you know who exactly is your customer, then you need to create proper marketing messages what really resonates with them and grab their attention. You should create offer templated presentation materials about your business and products, offer templates etc. Also, social media posts, videos, and articles are marketing messages. Most importantly, you think about your customer and think about what they really want and why they need your products and what is most important to them. Then create proper marketing materials and templates. We have practical export-import courses and programs where we explain this subject to you in depth, with practical examples from our own export-import business. exportimportpractical.com